All right, boys. Welcome back to some Ace Attorney. It's been a long time. I almost don't even remember what we last did. I think it had to do with right, so we found out that that one cuckoo guy is apparently a suspect. I don't know how. I don't know what his involvement is. But we're about to find out. What was Mr. Edgewood talking about? I don't remember. Right, so a memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think that Mr. Edgeworth killed him or whatever? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. That guy, he acts like he's all brave and macho, but we all know he's a fucking loser. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, Maya. But he never takes someone's life. Never. Not my Edgeworth. Nick! Oh, Larry. I don't think I remember the voice I did for Larry. I think it was a very casual, normal voice. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today, dog? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Aha, you know me, bro. Swooning? Me? Not really, bro. Oh, yeah, I do remember feeling faint, though. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Come on. Right, Nick? Huh? Me? I don't swing that way, bucko. But well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. Just for you, Larry. I think you can do better than that, dog. Come on. I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Alright, let's talk to him. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today, man. I want you to know that. You were definitely a part of the group. You did it! Yeah, whatever. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty or whatever. But seriously, Nick. That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty serial, man. And suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet, bucko. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? I mean, but from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I don't know. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth then. Who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry, sure. Not me? Come on, bro. I've been here since, day one. But why you, Larry? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment, okay, bucko? Alright, let's talk about Edgeworth. Nick, why do you dress like Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then, Maya. Me and Edgeworth, we go back, dog. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney, bro. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles. And Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. What? That's crazy. Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. Good man. I'm going to hear this story today. That's final. Okay, relax. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. You might want to pull up a chair and maybe some popcorn. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? They have those? Like, what the fuck is that? Oh, let's figure it out. You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade, the blossoming flowers and the nice field, and we shared a box of apple juice together. You don't remember? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small, Maya. Keep up. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. I see, okay. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with 38 smackaroos still inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it, huh? Yes, indeed. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. Look at me. Look at all these kids. Look at all of them. And the teacher just sitting there like, come on. I didn't do it, man. Come on. Guilty. He did it. I saw it. It was you, thief. Give the money back. You're such a meanie. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not going to play with you anymore. Yeah, no borrowing my race with you. You shouldn't be allowed in the relay race. Give me back my 50 cents. I don't do it. Oh my God, bro. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I had done it, like I was a criminal. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection, Your Honor. He shouldn't have to apologize. Actually, wait, well, this is when they were in grade school. And let me try and do like a high-pitched British. Objection, Your Honor. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles? Look at him. Wow, what a Chad with the little bow tie. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. Yeah, we don't need proof. Make him say sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? Larry. This is always how it is. Everyone ganging up and picking on one person. Just like how he feels, bro. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. But then who did? Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That was a pretty easy trial. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Well, I had no idea. That was like so sad and cool. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, you know me, bro. I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I had been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, you see. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Alright. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to be... Oh, wait, hold on. Forgot the British. I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The TL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad, wow. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney, something like that. It almost sounded like a Dark Souls, title or something. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up the facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends or something. I couldn't just drop it though. I mean, I wanted to meet him to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why he became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So that is why you helped me out for free, right? Yeah. I helped you because I believed in you, Larry. Except I don't remember saying I do it for free. You're gonna have to owe me like a fucking #1 from McDonald's. I want a Big Mac, extra mac sauce, and a large. No pickles. Ah, Nick. We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's like the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First, I sound like rental boat shop caretaker. I need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go, Maya. Alright, later, butts. Let's go to the detention center. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean, man? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade or whatever? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something along the lines of that, right? Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway, so. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know that the trial was the reason I became a defense attorney? Ridiculous, man. I mean, come on. Gee, thanks, bro. I mean, not helping your bacon right now or anything, but that said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do, Mr. Wright. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple to a fault, even. Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe. But I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. I think you forgot what it really means to be a defense attorney. Perhaps. Alright, well, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyways, dog? You used to look up to your dad and used to say, you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? What happened? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean by that? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right? But I'm not that good of a person, man. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with me father. His name was Yami Yugi. It was time to do, and my father got banished to the Shadow Realm. Oh, shit. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it. Yet he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all my memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yugi's attorney's argument in the court. They claimed Yami Yugi had been not sound of mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yami Yugi was released due to a lack of evidence in issue. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. Alright, well, like, what's your relationship with this Von Karma guy? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. RESPCT. I'll find out what it means to me. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick, huh? He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, in bed. I kinda wouldn't know, but I've been wondering. He's obsessed with doing everything perfectly, man. Perfectly, yeah. In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent ever. But that's like impossibly or whatever they say it in Spanish. I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does in his job to find the suspect guilty is perfectly. In any case, it's now well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he will do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. And now's not the time to praise the enemy, Edgeworth. Like, come on, man. What are you doing? It's a strange situation in which I find myself in. I'll admit it. That's for true. No kidding. Well, let's go to the lake entrance. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. What's good? Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come on my way. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Alright. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. He must have had activity. Oh, one more thing. What's that? No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lana was camping. The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in there for a while. I guess Lana's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Alright, well let's see if we can go to the public beach then. Ah, the steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess I was too busy worrying about like Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Nah, that doesn't seem right. The old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Like, what the fuck? I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. I wouldn't. Oh, it's Grossberg.
Oh, hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, hmm? Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle, like, reminiscing or whatever. Mr. Edgewood's trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgewood should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that, to be honest.
Oh, what do you mean by that, dog?
Well, I'm not so sure.
Hmm? If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance if you have a structural settlement and you need cash now.
Thanks. Bye.
What do you think Mr. Grossberg was like doing here anyway?
Who knows? Fuck if I know. Let's go to the shack.
Nobody's home.
Hello? Hello?
Hey, it's Polly, my best friend. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly.
Hello? Hello?
I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor bird to fend for herself. Like, what the fuck?
Hello? Hello? Let's examine the bird.
Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick.
You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Like call animal control or something.
Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you.
Great. Now the bird's gonna hate me. Let's check this out.
It doesn't look like he used this kitchen much.
You're right.
I guess the whole Buster restaurant thing was a lie.
What, you thought he was telling the truth? That guy was fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Or should I say Fruit Loops, because he's got the Fruit Loop bird. Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial.
Ah!
What's wrong?
Oh, never mind. Nothing.
What? Tell me, come on. What the fuck?
Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week.
Oh.
See, that's why I didn't want to tell you. You probably think I was a loser or whatever.
Just a little bit.
That reminds me, Nick. Polly, you know the number to the safe, right?
Yeah, that is right.
Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228. Squawk.
Let's open it, Nick. Come on.
I'm sure there isn't any money in there.
But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. Come on.
I guess there might be a clue or two. Might as well. The only thing in here is a letter.
A letter? Boring.
There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters, though. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth.
Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on there?
How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing, though. Relax. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. Scrumdiddlyumptious.
What do you think it means, Nick?
I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions.
But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean by to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look, I don't know, okay? You know as much as I know. But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Yeah, because I mean, like, okay. Think of it this way. How in the God's green earth did that man who was fumbling and stumbling write a perfectly noted letter that could only mean that somebody else set up that guy too? This is getting crazy, man. This is getting like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs type of thing. Like I don't know, man. But I think we've investigated everything besides this.
Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish like up on the wall to boast about them?
Oh yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right?
Right, but don't all the fish on the wall look really like funny to you?
Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away.
Except the one that got away from us was a caretaker, and we did see him, so...
Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here? Well, I guess that's all we could find, so... Oh, wait! Grossberg. Now, wait a cat bacon minute. Let's go to... Wait, first, hold on. Let's go to Criminal Affairs Department. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today.
Oh, really?
He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker, probably. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Okay, so it wasn't there. Maybe I just want to like present this to him real quick. Edgeworth, you see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me?
Who is that old guy anyway?
I don't know. Could he have been an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all.
So he was following this letter then?
Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond.
It also says this is your last chance.
Last chance. Wait, maybe. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait. That old man.
What is it? Do you know where he, or like who he is?
Yugi. Could he be Yugi?
Yugi?
The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Oh. Well, I was... Forget to do that shit. Yami Yugi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled.
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet, I said. Quiet. You're not making this any easier.
I want to get out! Help! Get us out!
Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yami Yugi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprived and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed to court and Yugi was found innocent.
But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you?
Yeah, see, that's just the part that's not making a lot of marbles, you know? Right. Yeah. There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murderer. I think the time has come to tell all. Alright, well, come on. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
What kind of dream?
It's a dream about me father's killing in the dark.
Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said, quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out.
Don't shout, you just use up more oxygen.
I can't breathe. You're using up my air.
What?
Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What are you? Stop breathing my air.
No, father. He's attacking father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court of the bailiffs. In the days I pick up the pistol. Get away. Get away from me, father. Bang. And with that scream I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
But that's just a dream, right?
That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father.
What?
If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yugi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth. You mean it was me? I was the true criminal of DO6. I shot my father. Damn. This is bad.
What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, to be honest. Like it or not. If there's something, or if there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe.
There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about DL6.
Who? Who else but Grossberg? Mr. Grossberg?
Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding, I can't believe you're not.
Oh, my. Just calm down and tell me what's the haps. What's the word?
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He...
Oh, I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream, only a dream.
I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled,
Well...
Also consider the following. Yugi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder? This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was for Schnizzle. As you imagine, Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. Pistol fired and the deed was done.
No, I don't believe it. Fake news. CNN. Get it out of here.
Yugi was suspected of murderer. He was expected of murder. And his career as bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitation so close.
What do you know about Edgeworth's father?
He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Maya Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques.
That's no surprise.
Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in a court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And
He lost, and died in despair, as it were.
I see.
Alright, well,
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fur.
I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yami Yugi.
Yet Yugi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, well, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he's falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless.
Let's present this.
Oh, this is the letter? It does seem that Yugi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended his clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh, his own sake?
He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should that matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yugi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. You'll understand soon enough. Wait,
What is it?
this letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Okay. I highly doubt it's Miles Edgeworth. Because why would he write it? That doesn't make sense. I don't think it was Yami Yugi because that man is fried. I think it was Von Karma. Could it be Manfred Von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure. But something is tickling me the wrong way, and it's not Elmo.
Von Karma. Whoa, wait. You're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yugi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred Von Karma himself.
What does this mean, then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no.
But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though we lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusations stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma had ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man.
That was the first and the last vacation he'd taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or like the mountains or whatever. Like, what the fuck? Take a break, but it can't. Don't tell me he's never been to Europe.
You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya, but like, relax.
In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd, if he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation?
What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6?
I won't let him.
Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that, you fucking loser. But I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone.
But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave.
I don't care. I don't care anymore. I know he's not guilty.
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might have, you know, something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything, in fact. I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. The police materials. All right. Now let's go to the criminal affairs department.
There's hardly anyone here.
Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yugi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could like check out the records room again.
Well, now, I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway, so you can go in as long as he's there.
Von Karma?
Yeah, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room.
Yeah, Nick, let's hurry.
You're telling me, man.
Dusty as always.
We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just hadn't had time to clean it.
What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't in here.
Von Karma.
Von Karma. Okay. Well, what's this?
One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking at it recently.
Oh, shit. Unsolved cases.
Nick, the file for DL6, it's completely empty.
What?
What are you do?
Oh, wait. Hold on. It's Karma. Gotta pull out the Snape voice.
Oh, what are you doing in here, Mr. Potter?
My god, you're... Holy shit. Fuck, you're ugly as hell. Like, oh my god. Von Karma.
You... How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met before?
Wait, what are you saying? We see each other like every fucking day, do we? We're Miles with his defense team.
Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Alright, well, let's talk about Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, he was a swine.
My father was not a swine. Mr. Von Karma. You had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did, but what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards, huh? The son of your most bitter rival.
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial, Mr. Potter. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up the DL6 in court tomorrow. So... what do we do? We can't move anywhere, so... I can't... well, I mean, I can examine this shit, but... Here are files of collected case reports. There's quite a large volume of reports here.
Wow, these are all case reports?
Yeah, it's like a graveyard of police cases.
I guess my sister's case report is in here too. Quietly gathering dust.
Yeah, but we solved her shit, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Let's present the letter to him. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yami Yugi to commit murder.
Yami Yugi? How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yugi this letter.
Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle.
But what?
Hey Nick, what is that thing?
A stun gun for self-defense, usually.
Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
600,000.
Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it. Usually. Now give me the letter.
No.
No!
What are you...
Nick, run!
Oh my god. But Maya!
Out of my way.
What? I can't believe you'd shock a little girl. You got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. Oh, fuck. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya. Baby girl. Maya, open your eyes. Maya.
The letter. Did he take it?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay though?
I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing and woo, man, I was like Team Rocket blasting off again. I'm useless. I'm not good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister because I don't have long distance calling. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all.
That's the saddest shit I've ever heard. Maya! Just fucking smack her in the face, wake her ass up. Wake up, Maya. There has to be some way I can help her. Better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DO6 incident evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Ooh. Ooh. Dude. This is insane. Let's save real quick. We gotta save. Why the fuck? Why am I at? That was crazy. But I want to see how this trial goes, so let's continue, shall we? All right, this is it. Judgment Day. Today things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Right. What's the big idea?
Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. Because the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the sun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope our karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa. What are you doing, man?
I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with the pat on the back or whatever.
Maya, maybe you should just go outside and discharge.
Right, good idea.
Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Oh yeah, pal. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. Oh, wait. How's it going, Detective? I have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got all the way in, I feel pretty good. Yugi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember it. I'm going to prove it.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready to put this motherfucker in his place.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood.
Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well. Oh.
Very well. Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost a memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? Objection. The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony.
All right. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, you see. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow, so. I mean, I need one of those, like, motive things, right? And I don't got one, so... So our testimony, yesterday's dance, as it is.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Yami Yugi. You're Yami Yugi, and I'm going to prove it. I'm really sorry. Okay. So we have to press him on something. First things first, I have to prove this man is who he is. Do that and the motive will prove itself. Okay. Well, let's just press him. Hold it. I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger.
Objection. Now, Mr. Potter, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony.
He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do, Von Karma and Yami Yugi. Alright, well, let's press him again. Then why did you leave?
Objection. He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking?
If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. You wanted to buy Polly some food, huh? Hold it right there. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the best pet shop in downtown. Or the big pet shop. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? I kind of got lost, you see.
Objection. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to his shack.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that, you fucking loser.
I see. So he was lost.
Come on, Your Honor. Come to your senses, man. Alright, well, let's press this. Hold it. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yeah, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are.
Objection. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old gagger's head? That's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness, continue.
I need one of those motive thingies. Right. We'll press him on that. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Objection. Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. That's right, baby. That's right.
Order. Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your client. Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma, you son of a bitch.
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name.
His name is Yami Yugi, a former duelist in the franchise that's very popular in these time of days or whatever.
Yugi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yana Yugi from the DL6 incident.
It figures the judge would have heard of it. Such a famous case after all.
But what does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yugi, then he has a clear motive.
Objection, Your Honor. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Potter. This man, this witness is Yami Yugi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law. As you may recall, you need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yugi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yami Yugi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yami Yugi 15 years ago.
I see. That makes sense.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
I'm so sorry. Very sorry, Mr. Potter.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What did he say? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff, yeah. What? Yugi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past.
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
No. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, what will you do, Mr. Right?
It seems that the case has been decided, no.
No, I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end. Not like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There's gotta be something I can do.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is, and no one.
Nick, what are you going to do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Potter, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief,
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot.
What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to.
Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up? On my proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot.
Order? What do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you ask? This is a farce. I object.
Objection, Your Honor. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. In bed.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Yeah, let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, and I've heard many ridiculous things, like YouTubers' apology videos. I mean, what's up with that?
Von Karma rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least I think so.
Bailiff, whack his pee-pee and bring in the parrot. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me?
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Very well. Witness, who was your owner? Please testify for us. Hello, Squawk. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination.
Right.
What are you going to do, Nick? Like that was a squawk. Like what the fuck?
I don't know, Maya. What do we do?
Hmm.
Hello.
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yugi.
All right, well, let's press. Hold it right there, bird. Witness, can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I mean, come on. I want you to testify. You gotta testify. Walk up in the club looking extra fly. Like, come on. Oh, I got an idea. Maya, you talk to her.
Right, what do I say?
What's your name? Maya, I should get her to say her name. Or maybe we should get her to say her name.
Belly, what's your name?
Polly. Squawk. Mr. Rod, I think we've established that this parent's name is Polly.
No.
Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
Of course. Yes, it does, Your Honor.
Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yami Yugi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yugi. Come on. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... What am I supposed to present? Take that. I don't know. I just picked the case because I didn't know what else to choose.
The DL6 case file? Objection, that's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us that page. Where in this file is information connected to this parrot?
Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page, Your Honor.
This page has all the information about the Yami Yugi.
Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Oh, damn.
Indeed it does say that, yeah. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly.
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is a possibility. Objection. By mere coincidence, so that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix, right? Does this make you my granddaughter's fiance?
Is your granddaughter hot? I mean... Oh, she's only 7 years old? Oh, never mind. Woo. Not trying to go to jail.
Indeed. Alone it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We should need some other corroborating evidence.
I'm sure I said that wrong. Where am I going to find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence.
Right, but what?
Very well, witness. You may continue.
Well, I guess I should try to get some information out of her.
What am I supposed to press? Am I supposed to press the dots? Hold it right there. Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me.
Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot.
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her.
Okay, well, I guess we gotta press her on the hello again. Witness, you can't just expect to say hello. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right. What's the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe.
The safe? Why?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Sorry, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228, 1228.
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Rod, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker.
Actually it does. Actually it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ha, ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
Wait a minute. 1228. The date. Well, I guess we're gonna present that then. Take that.
The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Rod, where in this file is something relating to that safe number?
The case summary. It's on the case summary page.
The case summary?
Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 1228.
Ah,
He used the date of the DL6 incident as a number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him.
I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Objection. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number one.
What? What?
It's so dumb. This has nothing to do with the date, nothing. That's enough. I think we reach a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that is all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Objection. Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember.
No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to. I'm done.
What? What happened to his goofy voice and all that shit? What happened?
Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yugi. I think finally.
Oh wait, that's me talking. This is the real Yugi, Maya. I think finally. We said the same thing at the same time. It's a coincidence. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years.
Well, let me ask you again. Please, say your name for the court.
My name is Yami Yugi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Order, order? Yami Yugi. So, was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yeah, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years ago, a package later arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. A plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Well, wait a minute. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Oh, I couldn't read the end, but you're a bunch of losers.
Von Karma, where is Mr. Yuki? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent in this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case, Bobby. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court defines the defendant Miles Edgeworth not guilty.
Woo! Yeah, baby!
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection, Your Honor.
Did someone just say objection?
It was Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth? What? What are you doing, Edgeworth? We just got you not guilty, and now you just... This guy's really grinded my gears, man. Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
Well, what do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yami Yugi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was a murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad.
Uh-oh, what do I do? I mean... What do I do? I'm gonna have to object. Objection, Your Honor. Objection. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Objection. Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
Fuck. For 15 years, I've had... sorry. I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yami Yugi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for the DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me.
Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
It's obvious we hold a trial right here, right now.
We tried this man for his crime for 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. The court is adjourned.
This is crazy. All right, Edgeworth. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad. I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy, just crazy. Ugh.
Nick, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case for what?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it.
Or, sorry. Yeah, whatever. You got it. Yeah. He confessed that he did it in good. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. You're just like Nellie. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right.
I just can't believe it, man.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examination. The statute of limitation of the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Cocksucking motherfucker.
Oh, very well. Well, Miles Edgeworth, take the stand. Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is that correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was dealing with me, when Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work.
Please, please. Please, God.
That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, wrapping us in an elevator. My father and Mr. Yugi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yugi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then the scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That is all.
And then until now, you thought this memory was a dream?
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours, man. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events.
The same claim Mr. Yugi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. I already know what to do. We gotta press the DO6 case. But on which one? I'm gonna present it on. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. Objection. This evidence clearly reveals a contradictory in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related?
They aren't, are they?
Not at all. That's right. Please think the
Well, I don't think that won me any points to the judge. All right. Well, it was the wrong one. Okay, let's do it on this one. Air in the elevator was oxygen. No clues. Fuck. Defense attorney trapped in the elevator returning. One bullet found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Ah? So, tell me, how does this add up, Buttercup? Objection, Your Honor. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file once more. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. Objection. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? Oh, I'm glad you asked. Victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first gunshot was the accident of firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Objection, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot had something to do with this case? Yes, I do. Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of this pistol was related to this incident? Yes. I think it's this one, right? I can't. I mean, yeah, I think this proves it because I think that the bullet was stuck in his heart or something. So I don't think it went through here, but there's another gunshot. So there might be one in him and one here. Let's try that. Take that. Look at this photograph, Your Honor. I've said this many times, and every time it makes me laugh. This is the photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where? Your Honor, please get a clue, man. Are you fucking stupid? How are you the honor? Show the judge the contradiction in this photo. I can tell you right here. Take that. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see. A bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else have been? The murderer, of course.
Objection. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DO6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
Case summary page, that's on page 1.
Look what's written in there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
I don't think so.
Order, I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
No. How did this happen? I don't believe the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this incident the whole time?
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick,
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for naught.
no. What you said you'd do it, Nick? You said you'd get Edward declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that the 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I'd won. I thought that there was another person, someone else who fired this shot, but now I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case had stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick,
Well, it seems like...
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime, and that shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though that was not your intention.
Yes, I did.
oh no. He accepted the kill.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone else have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find any words.
Mr. Wright?
Objection.
Your Honor.
I object. Tishk, tishk, tishk.
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Ah,
Nick,
I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh,
oh no.
ah, it must exist. Is that who I think it is? My baby girl?
The second bullet.
What did you just say? What did you just say right now?
No, nothing. What are you talking about?
Second bullet must exist. But where?
Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed.
What? Well, we just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor, but hold on. I'm really grasping here, but stay with me, Your Honor. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who, Bobby? Who?
The murderer.
Objection, Your Honor. The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one. Just give me a minute.
So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? First of all, how would they have found it? Second of all, you're lame. It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
The murderer didn't need it. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't gotten a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it.
Had to take it. The murderer, what does that mean?
You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But the murderer had to take the bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance.
For instance, what?
Maybe the bullet hit the murderer.
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer himself or themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yeah, I guess that's how it would work, yeah.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yama Yugi, were both unharmed. So that would mean
the murderer came from outside, yes. Whoa. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
Objection, Your Honor. What are you saying? Deny it. Deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy, huh?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean...
It could only mean one thing, Maya.
He was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh, man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem glazed. Like, have you been smoking the Ganjo Bonjo?
No, Your Honor. I took that cleanse and I've been clean, but I have something else.
Well, you have indicted the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Should I come out and say it now, or... Yeah, say it now. Your Honor, there was a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, that's certainly interesting news to me. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma.
Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there?
Bah.
You don't object? I see no reason. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it.
I would have needed surgery, no?
Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick, let's find out who this doctor is.
It's no use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane in the membrane.
No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where? Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
I think I can. All right, Von Karma. I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
Or what?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is a metal detector. Because if he didn't get a doctor to take out the bullet, that could only mean the bullet's still in his fucking shoulder, wherever the fuck he got shot. Which means if we use a metal detector, we'll find it. Take that. Von Karma, it's perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving it an evidence trail, all that jazz. So then I ask, where's that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean...
Indubitably, I do. There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Is that even possible? After all these years?
Well, there's only one way to find out, Your Honor. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find.
Objection. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside of you. Order. I want some fries. I want a milkshake. I want some fries and a milkshake.
Your Honor, calm down. The defense requests that we be allowed to use a metal detector.
Objection, Judge. I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. I don't think that that's cash money.
Objection. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you.
I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove. I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I, Popeye. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any evidence of DL6, of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the fucking records room, you son of a bitch. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What did he say?
You were close. One day away from freedom, honestly. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? Ironic. I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident, and I'll do it right now. And here's my final proof. Right here. Take that.
That's a bullet? Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident, Your Honor. This is taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. The one you referred to us to go to for page 394.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets, then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on the bullet and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help, I can't breathe. We've seen this before. Get away, bam, throws a gun. Get away from my father, bang, oh no. And what happens next? It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed.
Mr. Von Karma? Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me.
So it was you.
You and your curse you and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record, and you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you.
15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth.
It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized?
It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I find myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed a button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all laying unconscious from oxygen deprivation.
Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was my destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium blaming Mr. Yugi. He was fooled. It was a perfect crime. Tishk, tishk, tishk. Who would have thought another man who had come to open that elevator door? Judge. What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring it end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Sharona. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Sharona. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Woo! Let's go, baby. Just built different. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? That Kermit looked even better than usual. He's pretending to be all like cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. You fucking crushed him. I gotta say I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time. But now it's all just a good memory.
So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah. I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try, thank you.
I see. Thank you, right? You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
She's got you there. Whoa! Amazing, Bao. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, Bao. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares?
See, Miss Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see. Haha. Woo! Yeah! I feel foolish, man.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded.
Hi, y'all. Lana, what's up, Etiquette?
Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yeah, Edgeworth, congrats, dog. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really, that's too bad. Huh. Isn't that hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, man, I'm not long for this world, dog. You don't look sick. It's Keon's, man. She's gonna live in Paris, dog. In Paris. You know who was in Paris, Nick? She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration, dog. Celebration, that's unusual from you. Hey, Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Thanks, man. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick, that's that suit that questioned me. Well, once he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? I think it'd be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's 38 Right. Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. 38 exactly.
And Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? 38?
No. Not Larry! Get! Come on, man. You little rascal, you. What are you so surprised about, right? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butt. Oh, I know, man. Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure isn't an expected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me, man.
No, Nick, it was like 15 years ago. Don't you think that the statute of limitations has run out on Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes. There you have it. What does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you did. Well, you always have been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily too, man. The death sentence for both of y'alls, man. Man, if only I had known I'd become a prosecutor. The shame goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Hey, y'all. Line up. I'll take a photo.
Hey, photo time! Alright, let's go!
And after that, dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom. Even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this, a letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Miss Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to get back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I wrote this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye? What time is it? The first trains for the mountains have already left the station. I guess I'm too late.
Hey, what are you doing here? Nick?
Maya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah, it's hard being a spirit medium you can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Maya. Hold it! Wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help, Maya.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grasberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. I know exactly what to show her. Take that, Maya.
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence that we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick,
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you, dog.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and I'll come back.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that. Okay, calm down.
So, this is it.
See you soon, Maya. You take care now, bitter Gep. I'm gonna miss that son of a bitch. Oh, Maya.
Thanks, Nick. Very cute, Kanye.
And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters.
Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Rapp, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim?
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Objection, Your Honor. Well, boys. Looks like we did it. Hey, pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise.
Woo! Detective Gumshoe!
Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. I don't know. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Oh, man. Larry. Huh, Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately, man. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop, Chuck E. Cheese. You know, that Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah. This guy. What a goofy production. Love him, though. But he's still weird.
Who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. That guy was cool as shit. I hear he's been busy though. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
All the OGs remember that voice. That was the first episode right there.
Ah, Phoenix Wright. Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should know. I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by.
I kind of gave him the same voice as the fucking that pink-haired guy. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright? Ah, yes. My understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
This guy says that so much. Like, chill out, dude. And where is he? Where'd this man go?
Ah, Phoenix, right? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like a Phoenix. Did you know that on DVD, and not that I know what a DVD is, everything these days, you know, how am I supposed to know?
Fucking Jesus Christ, bro. I can't read and talk that fast. I'm sorry, but I can't do that.
Oh, I please shout out The Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kids' dreams, you know.
Yeah, that would be kind of weird. Oh, I didn't give her a voice. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyways? In the fucking mountains. That should have been quite clear.
Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess. All right. But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It's kind of shock for a boy of my tender age.
Oh, that's something then. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them there was a ghost. For real? Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Or your camera's gonna be famous. Well, boys. God, Maya. I mean, Maya's cool, but Mia. Yeah. Why isn't she here anymore, man? That was my number one, bro. We were gonna go places. Hold it. A brand new episode has been added. Well, well, well. Well, I think you guys know what that means. I think it's about time we end the episode here. I can't believe it. The next episode, I don't know if Wright's gonna be in there, because it seems like his story's over. So you could say I don't know if it's gonna be Wright or somebody else, but we'll find out next time. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, maybe consider subscribing, and leave a comment down below letting me know what you thought of the episode and if you thought it was cash money or if you thought Edgeworth was just a Chad. Either way. And next time, well, hopefully my story is over and we'll be starting as somebody else. And if not, well, you know what, baby? Phoenix Wright is back in black, or back in blue, because that's his color of his suit. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the courtroom.